Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about augmented reality or AR, not to be confused with virtual reality or VR. Augmented reality takes your experience in the real world and kind of adds some kind of enhancement to it, usually through a graphic. Whereas virtual reality, the purpose of that is to kind of take you out of the real world and kind of put you into something else. They usually do that through a headset, whereas AR is a little bit more freeform. You can use your phone. There's a couple different ways to use AR. So what is augmented reality? Like I said, it's something to enhance the user's experience in the real world. One of the first ways that we saw this touch the mainstream was through the Google Glasses. People could put the glasses on and they were provided with some kind of a graphic that would, give them an extra, just provide them with extra information. The most popular way that we see augmented reality being used is through the smartphone camera. Such as Snapchat, you can hold your phone up to your face and it'll apply a filter, and that is actually AR. We also see it through other filters just throughout the camera. Um, One of the most popular ways that we've seen AR in our day-to-day lives would be with the backup camera. Um, as you can see, the backup camera takes video in real time and then applies some kind of a graphic to it. The graphic kind of shows you where your danger zones are, where your safe zones are, and it just makes the process of backing your car up easier. Um, Another way that AR is being used into different practices is through like furniture apps such as IKEA. You can hold your phone up and you can hold it around your room and imagine what like a piece of furniture that you'd be interested would look like. It gives you more information like how would the color scheme fit, like is it the right size proportionally, and just things like that. It makes buying as a customer easier. And another way that we've seen AR is through apps that let you input credit card information. Um, you can just hold up your phone over your card and it'll just input it right there. Um, and that makes the process of it a lot easier. You don't have to, if you miss a digit, go back and retype it. You can just, hold the front of the card up, hold the back of it up, and then you have all of it right there. UI UX principles are still important to think about when designing for AR. Readability is still a very important element to think about, such as, font type, spacing, and hierarchy of information. Those things are still very crucial for the user to be able to process information in a easy way. Something that's different between traditional UI UX, like designing for a screen, and then AR, is how the field of view changes. Um, when you're designing for a screen, you have a certain size of the screen in mind that you can design around. So you know like how to um, direct the eye with easier with that. Um, Now when you're using AR, the platform or like your phone or your screen is moving around, so you have to understand how the eye is rotating and trying to still keep your attention in the same spot. So that's very important to think about. Just field of view. As you can see in this left-hand picture right here, the user has like a static focus visual, um, just like a straight line. And there's like certain, peripheral things that they can kind of see. And like I said, you can just direct their attention, um, just as you understand like how a user will look at a screen. On the right hand side, you can see there's eye rotating up, your eye rotates up and down as you're moving things. So you don't want the user to get distracted because they can get overwhelmed by all the information sometimes if you don't, design it well. Something that's also very important to think about is usability. Most of the time when you're holding a device up for AR, you're holding it with two hands, such as especially with like a larger screen such as an iPad. Um, so if you're holding it with two hands, you want the user to like not have to tap the screen as much. Um, so that's something to think about with usability and AR is like how many times they're gonna have to tap the screen to interact with your graphic or whatever it is. You kind of want a program that just allows them to hold it up and they can kind of get the idea. Or make gestures that are very simple to do, such as like with Pokemon Go, you can kind of just flick the ball up. Two of the major FANG companies that have been investing a lot into AR are Google and Facebook. Google, especially with their Google Maps application, they have it now so that as you're walking down the street, you can hold your phone up and it can tell you where you are in real time, like what street you're on and what direction to go towards. They give you, as you can see, like little extra graphics to tell you to go right here, and where exactly you're at. And this is more helpful because some people still end up lost when it comes to GPS. Um, a really big investor into AR right now is Facebook. They have something that they're creating called Infinite Office, and that's, as you can see right here on the left hand picture. Essentially, you can have like an office full of people while you're sitting at your desk still. So that's pretty cool. And people who don't have like these headsets can still put their face cam on. You can look to the left and still see them, but you can still see your the 3D space around you, which is a lot better than VR because if you try to put your VR headset on and go to an office with people, you may be negligent to the things around you. Like you may not knock a cup over by accident or something. So I think AR is definitely the way to go with this. Um, and then as you can see right here, towards the bottom, they have this kind of new method where you can stretch the amount of monitors you have. So this is like your real monitor, and when you put this headset on, you get like two extra virtual monitors. So it kind of can create workflow, create a better workflow and make finishing tasks easier. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create a new AR project. Um, so essentially, you just start off with the new project right here. Um, and it's going to give you a couple options. You want to choose AR Core and then hit Create Project. Okay, so once that's loaded in, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to right click on this hierarchy box over here, scroll down to XR, and you should see XR, or I'm sorry, AR Session Origin. Click this, and there should really only be one, so I'll go ahead and delete this right here. Okay, so you have your AR Session Origin. If you click this arrow, you'll see an AR camera, and this is actually where your device camera actually comes from, or this is what uses your device camera. Okay, from there we're gonna click on XR again, and then scroll down to AR default plane, and you can see right here like a 3D object pops up. From there we'll go to create empty. Um, I'll type in AR controller. This is where you type your script in. I'm not gonna get too much into the script, just mostly just how to load in a AR character. Okay, but I will show you essentially how that is done. So you have your AR controller right here. You click on Add Component, and I'll just type in AR controller, new script, create an add. This is where you start creating your script. You can double click on this right here, or you can click on this, hit edit script, and it'll open Visual Studio Code for you. Okay, so after this, we'll just hit Asset Store, search online. Then it'll take you to the store. I found one, Battle Royale right here, online of course, and to put free assets, and I chose this one right here, and you should open in Unity, and it should go straight to it. Um, then you'll go back to Open Package Manager, and then it should be over here, and then you'll import it. Um, I already have one open, and here it is right here. Once you have your character loaded and your script set up already, then you just go to File and then Build and Run, and that's pretty much it.